Hi there! Welcome to Patchoulia Schoolia for, what month is this? It's May, right? This is May. Today for our class, I'm just going to make up a batch of 3 different household cleansers. One of these is tried and true I've used in my house, and 2 of them I wanted to make, and so I got the idea for this class, and then I thought, well, I'll just wait a few days and then I'll make it for you guys. So I will probably later on share what I think about these 2 recipes after I've tried them out for a bit. So the 3 recipes I'm making are a kitchen sink scrub, toilet powder, and mildew murder spray. So I'm going to attempt not only to just show you how easy it is to make your own household cleansers, I'm also going to explain why some of these ingredients that are easy to get, you can just buy them at the grocery store, like why do they actually do a good job of cleaning your house. So I've done some research. I've got my little crib notes cheat sheet here of everything I'm going to talk about. And yeah, it was really interesting. I've never really delved into this really before, but now I understand kind of how these cleansers actually work. If these 3 cleansers are not what you're looking for in terms of household cleansers, I have done another DIY household cleanser class. I did it a couple of years ago, and a couple people just asked me to do it. And so if you're watching this in the Facebook group, I've actually reposted this really recently when I announced that I would do this tonight. And so if you just look in this group, you'll see that. You'll see those recipes there. On YouTube, you might just need to, I think I have a cleaner or DIY playlist on my YouTube channel. You'll be able to find it in there. And if you're getting this in my weekly educational email, go and just look at last week's video if this is a new video. And you'll see it. So that class I actually made like general household spray cleanser spritzer, a scrubber, like a scrubbing paste I use it in bathtubs and sinks, and I made the best streak-free glass cleaner. The other one I made was fizzy toilet pucks, which are basically kind of like a bath bomb that cleans your toilet. So if you want to check out those recipes, go find the other video. The recipes are all in there and you can make them. So I'm going to get started with the kitchen sink scrub. And basically going to be using 4 different essential oils, and I have sort of an honorable mention one that you may want to use as a substitute. So the 4 essential oils I'm going to be using in these different cleaner recipes are lemon, tea tree, oregano, and clove bud. And the honorable mention one that I'm not going to add is On Guard, but I have it out. So you may want to add On Guard Protective Blend to your recipes if you don't have the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, which has On Guard in it already. Oh, Sarah, you're on here. Sarah, look. Okay, Sarah and I went to the same camp when we were growing up. Look what I found at my mom's house. Just shoved in a back of a drawer. It was my old Camp Bimini sweatshirt. So yeah, it fits. It's in great shape. I'm so glad that she kept it, actually. I don't know why I ever got rid of it in the first place. So we're going to make ourselves a kitchen sink scrub. If you are familiar with my soft scrub paste recipe that I use for bathtubs and sinks, it's kind of that recipe, but with the wet and the dry ingredients sort of separated out. I'm going to use it to clean my kitchen sink, and I'll see if it helps to have something a little bit abrasive as well. So basically, in your little shaker jar, So I just got this at a dollar store. I think it's meant for like Parmesan cheese or like hot pepper flakes, but it'll work for this too. I've actually already measured this out so I could see how much baking soda would fit in here. So this container fits half a cup. So bear with me when I put it in. I'm going to maybe put about half of it in so that it's easier to mix. And in here I'm going to add clove bud and lemon. So lemon and basically all citrus essential oils are excellent at purifying, but also they're especially talented at removing grease, gunge, dirt residue, any sort of residue. Any citrus, especially lemon, lime, will do a good job of removing them. And clove is actually quite cleansing as well. It's one of the essential oils that is found in On Guard Protective Blend. So that's that purifying, cleansing, immune boosting essential oil blend. It is also quite bad for mildew and a lot of different pathogens. And so also I have a lot of clove and I want to start using it. I don't use it very often. So I'm going to put 3 drops of each in here. And if you get an extra one, that's okay. So the reason why I didn't put in all the baking soda is I'm going to shake it to mix it and disperse the essential oils, and it's easier to do if there's a little bit more space. It'll just disperse a little bit better. So do that for a bit. I'll put the rest in, and I'll probably, after the cameras turn off, I'll stir it up and mix it a little bit more. There we go. So how this works is, to use it, it's got a sponge, got I've got my On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. And so, I think I was in the middle of explaining why you want to keep the wet and dry ingredients separate, and then I got distracted by my sweatshirt, I believe. The soft scrub recipe that I really like, you would have this, the essential oils and the baking soda all combined together, but it doesn't store really at all. It dries out right away. So when I'm cleaning my bathtub, for instance, I actually, I like make a batch fresh and use it up. And so this way I don't have to. You kind of keep it separate and combine it in your sink, and then you can have it all stored and ready to go. It's a little bit more convenient than having to mix it up every time I want to clean my kitchen sink, right? So I'm going to sprinkle all over the sink. I'm going to do a sploosh of On Guard Cleaner Concentrate in there. Grab my sponge. I got my soap, my On Guard in here. I've got my baking soda and my clove and lemon essential oils. And then it should clean my sink really well. So I've never tried this out, guys, so I'll let you know really how it works. But first, let me tell you why baking soda actually cleans something. It has to do with the fact that it is essentially in the neutral range. It's slightly alkaline, but because it's sort of in that neutral zone. It's in the neutral zone. Isn't that from Star Trek: The Next Generation? Baking soda is in the neutral zone. And so it neutralizes both acids and bases. So a lot of things that are really smelly are either strongly acid or strongly base. And so that's why you can put a container of baking soda in your fridge or somewhere smelly, and in the air there's like an acid, it neutralizes it and brings it into like, I guess, a pH that is less smelly, and that's why. It also is abrasive, obviously, so that helps with cleaning as well, especially if you're scrubbing a sink. Because it is neutral, the dirt and the grease will actually dissolve more easily into water if you're using it with soap as well. That's how baking soda cleans. So I'm excited. I'm going to try this out tonight. Oh, I should mention, if you do not have On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, which is great, you can use it to make a lot of your household cleansers. You can substitute plain old Castile soap instead. So you would just squirt that in. If you're using plain Castile soap, if you want the same effect as using On Guard, I would just grab your bottle of On Guard essential oil and just add like a few drops of that to your baking soda shake. And then you'll get something that kind of approximates having the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. All right, shove everything over here. Next, I'm gonna make my toilet powder, which is the recipe that I've used for a very, very long time. So I'm just gonna top up my jar that I have here. Just have a little like office label that says toilet on it, so we know what cleanser it is. And so this one uses baking soda again. It uses borax and coarse salt and essential oils. Ooh, which I can smell now that I've opened the jar. So I'll just make another batch and add it to what's already here. Pretty easy to remember, actually. It's half a cup of each. So, got our borax. I'm getting down to the bottom, so it's getting hard to scoop out. Half a cup of baking soda, which I think I'm just going to pour out. And half a cup of coarse salt. And then you spill it all over the table. That's the next step. All right, and then you add your essential oils. So for this recipe, I would add roughly 25 drops. I really like using lemon and tea tree together. I really like the smell. Tea tree is really good in moldy, mildewy, icky places, and so is lemon for exactly the same reasons that I've outlined. So let's put those in. Got a little bit more than half lemon in there. I kind of didn't remember to stop. That's okay. And then to mix. There you go. Then you just like sprinkle it in your toilet and Bob's your uncle and you scrub it, it's clean. If you want a little bit more deodorizing after you do your cleaning, you can get just a bottle of hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is, well, I mean, you don't want to drink this, but it's safe. You don't have to wear gloves or anything when you use it. I just get it in a spray bottle, and then you can just give, once you've cleaned and flushed, you can just give the inside of your bowl a little extra spritz and let it sit. And then that will further disinfect your toilet bowl if you're interested in really getting it clean. So, how do these ingredients work? Let me get the salt off the page so I can read it. Alright, well, let's talk about borax. So, borax, its pH is 9.5, so a little bit on the base side, a little bit further alkaline than baking soda. When it's mixed with water, borax actually converts some water molecules into hydrogen peroxide. Don't ask me how, but it does. So it cleans and bleaches. It also inhibits the metabolic processes of many microorganisms. So they just can't live anymore. Their bodily functions don't work. It also emulsifies the other ingredients, so like soap or all the other ingredients in whatever cleaning product you have. They will disperse more evenly in the water, and if they're more evenly dispersed, they will clean more evenly. They'll come into contact with more grease and grime, so it's just a more effective cleanser. So salt. Salt's abrasive too, just like baking soda, especially coarse salt is going to be a little bit more abrasive. It absorbs liquids. So like I don't know if you've ever had a stain on a carpet or your sofa, you can put salt on it if it's fresh and it'll actually soak it up. And so because it absorbs liquid, this is actually how it kills bacteria. It actually sucks water out of bacteria and then it dies. So because of this, that's why we do, if we have a sore throat, you might do a salt water gargle, or you might use salt water to clean out a cut, or that's why we salt meat to preserve them and kill microorganisms. So salt is very anti-pathogenic. Combined with an acid, actually, it cleans really well. So in this toilet powder, that's not what is happening because it's a little bit on the alkaline side with the borax and the baking soda. But I've done this actually at work to clean copper pots. I've combined vinegar with just coarse salt, and all the corrosion on my copper pots just come right off. So I'm kind of curious about using vinegar and salt combined to clean a toilet with essential oils. So there will be some experimentation. Sort of my curiosity has been piqued since I've done a little bit of looking into these ingredients. Also the hydrogen peroxide, which is it can come after. How does it clean and kill bacteria? It actually kills the walls of bacteria cells. How? Because it oxidizes. So oxidation is why it bleaches things. Through oxidation, the hydrogen peroxide will actually steal electrons from the cells of the bacteria, and then they're not in good shape anymore. Okay, the last one is the mildew murder spray, which is basically white vinegar. And I'm going to just go rinse my funnel because there's baking soda all inside this, and I don't want to cause a reaction, acid-base reaction, when I pour my vinegar through it. Hold on. So basically, I'm just going to do vinegar and essential oils. We rent our house, so there's like no fan in our bathroom, and it's actually the window in the bathroom's like kind of broken, so it's really hard to open to get air in there. So I've been thinking lately, I need a little extra strong spray to spray around like on like the shower walls and kind of like behind and around the toilet. So this is what I came up with. I just did some looking online. So again, I will review this recipe once I've tried it out for a while and let you know how it works. So it's just 1 cup of vinegar. And I think this spray bottle fits exactly 1 cup, so it's the perfect size. And the essential oils I'm going to add to this are clove bud, tea tree. Where'd my tea tree go? Where is my, oh, here it is. It was behind the vinegar. So clove bud and tea tree we've already covered, but also oregano essential oil is especially good around moldy, mildewy, gross areas. Like, it's no secret that it helps to kill different creepy, crawly, germy things, which is why we use it when we feel like we're coming down with a cold, right? So it'll do exactly the same thing with the mildew and the gross stuff in your bathroom. So I'm going to do 10 drops of each. And it's going to smell really strong, but I think it'll do the job. The good thing about oregano is it's very strong, and you really most of the time only want 1 drop, so it's a good thing that it pours out more slowly than most essential oils. I think that's about 10. And then 10 drops of clove bud. And 10 drops of tea tree. Now I'm just going to have to be sure to shake my spray bottle really well before I spray it to distribute the essential oils around in the vinegar. But that's it. So I'll just spray it on, and I'll probably let it sit for a while before I come and wipe it up. So how does vinegar clean? So vinegar, when it comes to mold and mildew, vinegar and actually hydrogen peroxide are more effective than bleach when it comes to porous surfaces. So any surface where there could be like spores lurking inside, the bleach is just going to clean it right off the top. But vinegar and baking or hydrogen peroxide will actually clean up what's lurking inside. So they'll sort of infiltrate the structure and kill inside as well. So that's really great. You use bleach, it'll just kill what's on top, and then eventually it'll just grow back. So it's not a surprise when I say that vinegar is acidic. Also, I mentioned that a lot of stains, grease, dirt, and also many, not all, but many bad smells are actually acidic. So that's how vinegar deodorizes, and how it dissolves fats and grease. It sort of like attracts like, it also inhibits growth of some microorganisms. Not all though, so it's really great for mold, mildew, bacteria, not so great for some viruses though. So We're all thinking a lot about viruses lately. I'm sure you probably read that vinegar hasn't been shown to kill coronavirus. So if you're looking for a cleaner for that purpose, I would go for something either alcohol-based with rubbing alcohol, or just something with soap. Soap is very effective against coronavirus. So those are the cleansers I would go to if you want to disinfect surfaces around your home. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'll be just popping the recipes up in the description so you can grab them, jot them down, and hopefully try them out in your house. It's all ingredients that are simple to get on your, mandated weekly grocery shopping trip. If you're a doTERRA customer, you'll have your essential oils. And if you don't have the exact ones I've used, I'm sure you'll have something that you can substitute in. So I hope you guys are all doing well. And are you cleaning your house a little bit more? I am. So happy cleaning, everyone. Bye.